Lesson 2, learn to communicate with anyone effectively. This is the lesson 2 of 7 learn effective communication skills from the website Break the Cycle. As always, this link is down below. And this is the lesson, it's not a lesson, it's the index, so the 2.0. Okay, so lesson 2 will help you to A, think more effectively, and B, avoid and resolve significant communication problems using 7 powerful skills. This is essential for effective wound reduction, lesson 1, and for achieving satisfying relationships with adults and kids, lesson 4 to 7. You can learn the key ideas in lesson 2 by watching these YouTube videos by the author Basics, 22 videos and 4 hours in total, and tips and 17 videos, 2.5 hours in total. The study guide includes useful worksheets, reviews, and reprints that aren't included in these videos. Why study this lesson? Every day, all adults and kids strive to reduce personal and social discomforts. For example, to feel current needs, happiness, and peace with is an elusive state where our key needs are met well enough at the moment. The most useful skills you can learn to fill your daily needs and effective thinking and communication thinking is internal communication among your personality subtypes. Lesson 1. I am a professional communicator. This is from Peter Gerlach. I have studied this subject for over 40 years. My experience as a therapist, teacher, and student of human behavior is that regardless of schooling, average adults like you have never studied effective communication and don't know what they need to know about it. Then you are content or not with ineffective thinking and communicating. Western culture pays little attention to effective interpersonal communication. For example, I had to ask the editors of About.com and AllExperts.com to include communication in their extensive list of educational topics for the site visitors. Over 80% of site visitors who respond to this poll say that are extremely interested in learning to communicate more effectively. Does that describe you? If you are interested, consider investing the unique Lesson 2 guidebook Satisfactions. It integrates most of the materials in this lesson and provides a convenient portable reference. The self-improvement lesson has 3 parts called Basic Concept, 7 Powerful Communication Skills, and Useful Communication Application Tools and Resources. Study these parts when you are not distracted and your true self is guiding you. Lesson 1, follow the numbered assignments in order. They build on each other. Options, check off each step as you complete it to track your progress. Many of these articles include brief introductory YouTube videos. Part 1. The lessons from 2.1 until 2.5. Learn communication basics. 2.1. Assess your current communication knowledge with this quiz and then learn about. 2.2. Surface and primary needs. They power all human behavior, including communicating. 2.3. Review these communication basics. What is communication? Effective communication. 5 reasons we communicate. 3 channels we use, and 4 simultaneous messages we exchange at all time. 1 is crucial, yet few people are aware of it. Can you name it? 2.4. Study these Q&A items about effective communication. 2.5. Read this overview of all 7 skills to get a big picture. Now put these communication basics to work. Part 2. Learn 7 communication skills. These skills are based on the concepts above. They build on each other and are just as effective among your dynamic personality subtypes as with adults and kids. Processed awareness. Notice that's what's happening inside of you, inside a partner, between you, around you, moment by moment and over time. Effective thinking. Popular alternatives are fuzzy, unfocused thinking and or reacting without thinking. Typical people like you are unaware how they think. Digging down below surface needs to identify the primary needs that cause them. Meta talk. Use unawareness and special vocabulary to identify and discuss communication needs and problems. Empathetic listening. Hearing with your heart. This skill is also called mirroring and effective active listening. Assertion. saying what you think, feel, and need so your partner can hear you clearly, and win-win problem-solving conflict resolution, filling all partners' current needs well enough in a way to satisfy everyone. Study these skills in order. Option: study and practice one skill per week for over 7 weeks and enjoy the results. Process awareness skill 2.6 until 2.10. Learn about 2.6. Learn about personal awareness and essential daily satisfaction. Are you aware of your awareness in calm and stressful times? 2.7. Study this introduction to process awareness. The other 6 communication skills each depend on proficiency with this one. Meta talk 2 to 15 below shows you almost 50 communication variables professionals are aware. Usually we only need 7. 2.8. Learn these common communication errors and blocks. Use process awareness to stop these and use 7 skills to resolve them among people and your personality subselves. Option: print and use this article as a reference as you practice these skills. 2.9. Learn about awareness bubbles and respect messages. Each of these powerful affects your communication outcomes. Learn to be aware of them in important social situations. 2.10. Do this awareness skill practice with an emotional, motivated partner several times until you feel grounded. Effective thinking skill 2.11. Read this introduction to effective thinking. Thinking is communication among your dynamic personality subselves. Ineffective, fuzzy, unfocused thinking hinders effective problem solving and causes misunderstandings and frustrations. Use awareness to note how you and others are thinking in important situations over time. Dig down skill. All human behavior aims to increase pleasure and reduce or avoid discomforts, for example, to satisfy current needs. Needs occur in several levels: surface, intermediate, and primary. Unaware people focus only on satisfying their surface needs, which limits their satisfaction and promotes blame, frustration, cynicism, and self-doubt. 2.12. Learn to distinguish between service and underlying primary needs and discover how people like you usually rank 5 primary needs, 2 pages. 2.13. Review these common relationship needs, marital needs, childhood development needs, and spiritual needs and identify your own. 2.14. Study this introduction to dig down skill and 3 examples how it works. Use this skill and discover someone else's current primary versus surface needs so you can fill them using assertion and problem solving skills. 2.15. Practice digging down and with fellow learners until it becomes a habit. Meta talk skill. Meta talk is cooperatively discussing how you are communicating now and over time with a partner. This skill uses unawareness, knowledge, and special vocabulary to identify communication problems. Meta talk provides input to win-win problem solving. 2.16. Study this introduction to meta talk and useful communication terms. 2.17. Learn from these meta talk guidelines and examples to use the worksheet to help you design effective meta comments. Empathetic listening skill. Empathy is the ability to sense versus understand what other person is feeling, thinking, and needing now and over time. Empathetic listening has been called hearing with your heart by Stephen Covey, the acclaimed author of The 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. 2.18. Read Why Listening is Good for You by Dr. James Lynch. 2.19. Reflect on this brief research summary on the early roots of empathy. Would people who know you say you are empathetic? And 2.20. Study this introduction to empathetic listening. 2.21. Use this worksheet to learn how well you and selected partners listen to each other. And 2.22. Do this empathetic listening skill practice with a compatible partner until it becomes a habit. Assertion skill. This is a learned ability to say what you feel or need in a way that others can hear you clearly. Common alternatives are hinting, pleading, demanding, and lecturing. Effective assertion requires all 5 prior skills and yourself. Capital L's guiding you. 2.23. Review these ideas on self-love, self-respect, self-confidence. Lesson 1. You need these for effective assertion and problem solving. 2.24. Use the sample personal bill rights to design your own. As an dignified person, you have the right to assert versus impose your needs and options and opinions regardless of your age, gender, race, creed, or role. 2.25. Reflect on the power of positive self-esteem by Dr. Daniel Brandon. 2.26. Learn the 8 steps to assert effectively. 2.27. Discover your assertion style by filling out this profile. 2.28. Practice assertion skill with one or more partners until it becomes a habit. Problem-solving skill. This vital ability uses all the 6 other skills to help you and an adult or child to fill your respective current primary needs well enough. Common lose-lose alternatives to cooperative problem-solving are arguing, fighting, avoiding, lecturing, manipulating, blaming, threatening, explaining, moralizing, generalizing, overanalyzing, complaining, whining, demanding, and debating. Win-win problem-solving works equally well with conflicted people and your personality subselves. 2.29. Experiment with these 8 win-win problem-solving steps. 2.30. Use this inventory to learn your conflict resolution problem-solving style. 2.31. Do this problem-solving practice with one or more fellow students until the skill becomes a habit. 2.32. Study this example of lose-lose and win-win couple communication. And 2.33. Preview, learn resolution options of 3 common relationships, stressors, values, and loyalty conflicts, and divisive prosecutor, victim, rescuer triangles. 2.34. Preview, again, gain perspective on this worksheet, how we react to values conflicts now. Lesson 4. 2.35. Preview, gain more perspective with another worksheet, how we react to loyalty conflicts now. Lesson 5. 2.36. Retake this quiz, communication knowledge, and appreciate what you've learned. If this seems like a lot of work, it is. The benefits are well worth the effort. Getting more needs met more often is a satisfying way for the rest of your life. Studying these communication basics and skills will do you little good unless you commit to practicing them every day. And noticing these results, do you have the commitment to do this? If not, suspect that a false self controls you. See Lesson 1. To expand the foundation above, study and use this Part 3, Communication Applications, Tools and Resources. 2.37. Fill out this worksheet on your current communication strengths. This is fun. 2.38. Are you visual, auditory, or kinesthetic? 39. Map, diagram your communication sequences and partners to help spot and resolve significant process problems. 2.40. Study these options, how to improve your communications with most adults and kids. And 2.41. Tailor these options for responding effectively to common obnoxious behaviors to fit your style and personality. And 2.42. Consider these options and exchanging feedback with another person. And 2.33. Review these ideas about giving and receiving advice. 2.44. Consult these definitions of over 70 useful relationship and family terms. Using the right terms and phrases promote mutual understanding and clarity. Use this as a reference. 2.45. Experiment with these useful communication phrases. And 2.46. Watch for changes of use these effective communication tips. 2.47. Learn how to gender differences can affect your communication outcomes. And 2.48. Read Avoiding Couple Karate Lessons in Material Arts by Anthony Brandt. And 2.49. Improve your effectiveness with these resources. Lesson 2. YouTube video, playlists, multiple clips, communication basics, tips and tools. Many Lesson 2 articles open with one of these clips. A brief research summary on feeling better by naming your feelings. A brief research summary on significant risks for women repressing their feelings and needs in marital conflicts. Selected books on communication skills, Connecting with Self and Others by Daniel Wachman, Alan Nunnally, and Phyllis Miller and Sherrod Miller. Interpersonal Communication from 1988. People Skills, How to Assert Yourself, Listen to Others and Resolve Conflicts by Robert Bolton, PhD, from 1986. Satisfaction 7 Relationship Skills You Need to Know by Peter Gerlach from 2010. You Just Don't Understand Women and Men in Conversations by Deborah Tannen in 2001. Recap. This is the study guide for the second of the 7 Break the Cycle 7 improvement lessons. It aims to help you to think, communicate, and problem solve more effectively. Thank you very much for listening to me. Comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell button, share this video on the social media. For donations and requests, the email is down below. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.